Shalom, shalom to the brethren. What up to everybody else? I hope this microphone is working. Hold on. Where my stuff at? Oh, there we go. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, I'm not all the way together, but give me a second. Let's get some people in the room. Hopefully, I like to speak clearly with my microphone. All right. All right, shalom to the brethren. What up to everybody else? Hope all is well with you. All praise to the Most High. Thanks to His Son Yahushua Mashiach, the one in whom all barakahs flow. This gonna bother some people, but it should. If it bothers you, it should. Really, quite frankly, I meant to about that. It's bad. You know, nobody wants to be affiliated with something that's ridiculed, or poked at, and you know, really for the things that people say to be true, right? And people got a lot of perceptions about the awakening and the walk and quote unquote Hebrew Israelites and all this old stuff, right? And just the Bible in general. A lot of people really talk about the Bible and the you know, Christianity, everything, right? And I was in a discussion where I was listening to a discussion. They wouldn't let me in. I would that they would have let me in, but it kind of made me want to speak on this point. This and some other things I've found out earlier in the week. They're talking about who loves God more, Christianity or Israelites. Basically saying because the Israelites keep the commandments, they love God more than Christians. And I wanted to say this if I had gotten on, because it was the people hosting the discussion were a part of a group. It was a group of them, and they were inviting others in who were not a part of the group, either Christians or just other Israelites in to speak about the topic. So I would have told them, man, Christianity is a religion and Hebrew Israelite is a religion. I did say, listen, Hebrew Israelite is a religion. It's a religion because it's man-made. Okay, even the title Hebrew Israelite is not Hebraic. It's English translation, Christianity, English. And when you think about a religion, you know, the religion of Christianity come with crosses, come with, you know, statues of Jesus and Mary. It come with holidays like Christmas and Easter. It come with, you know, doctrines and ceremonies, right? And when you think about the awakening and this whole Hebrew Israelite thing, it come with a lot of the same things. Instead of statues, you know, you got lions and menorahs. You got pictures of, you know, the Black Christ. Instead of, you know, Christmas and all this, you got feast days. And I think what both of them do as religions, now we're not talking about actual manners of conduct, actual manners of life, because when you look up the definition to religion is it's like a way of life. But uh a lot of this stuff is ceremonial. It's ceremonial. It's made to look a certain way. It's made to feel a certain way that comes with the doctrines, right? Um, and that's what it is. It ain't no actions behind it. The words of the book is not for ceremonies. It's not for, you know, man-made stuff. It's about actions, conduct. Going to the feast day is is it can be great. But if you don't have the conduct that go along with it, the feast day ain't done you no damn good. Observing Shabbat is great. But if you don't have the appropriate conduct, then doing so is no good to you. There are Christians that that got the right conduct. That's why you got to have ruach and truth, because they got the right spirit, but they ain't got the truth of the matter with leaving these statues alone, leaving these tables, you know, dedicated to idols. They don't got that part. You know what I'm saying? It's like we need both. Just like you got Israelites that don't celebrate pagan holidays, but they ain't got the spirit. They ain't got the high morality. You know, they don't got kindness. They don't got, charity, ahaba. They don't got, not all. I'm just saying it's the ones that get the light, that get to shine, the ones that get put to the forefront of these people that's all law, 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 law. You gotta keep the laws, statutes, and commandments. You're not keeping God's laws. And it's like, but what is it doing for you though? If you so-called keep statutes, but for all intents and purposes, pardon my French, you're you know a horrible person to be around because you rude, you cut people off, you degrade people, you you know speak ill about people wrongfully, you know you don't justly judge, you're a hypocrite. Then keeping going to the feast day wearing fringes, not eating pork ain't done nothing for you. And people take pride in the fact that they do certain things, but they missing the real weight of the matter. The real weight of the matter, man. Abstaining from idolatry, treating your neighbor as yourself, and everything else is embodied in that. You know, what I think a lot of the problem is people don't know how to be treated. So they can't treat their neighbor as they self. They abuse their neighbor because they abuse themselves. They abuse themselves because they ain't. And as well, um, we have people in authority over men and over women that are untried and unchecked, and they have the opportunities to prove themselves, right? Outside of just knowing scripture. Because a lot of these people get into these positions because they know scripture, right? They can break it down. Good breakdown, brother. Shalom. Shalom. Ooh, yes. But then you put this brother in a position to show some kindness or to show some just judgment, and he failed because the person he's supposed to judge against is his comrade, or the person he's supposed to hear out, the person he's supposed to long suffer for is somebody that he don't agree with for outside matters other than the matter at hand. You stepped on my shoe last week. So this man breaking into your house was your fault. But then you come in front of the people and talk about justice. Like it's we really got to look for deeds, man. We really got to start looking for deeds. We got to start seeing what people do, seeing how people really act, man. You know, everybody want to take you. They want to point you everywhere else. Say you carnal. It ain't about. It ain't about the flesh. It ain't about the. But this is the thing. You know, the reason why it's not what what goes in a man that makes him unclean is what comes out. Because what's going to come out is your manifestations of who you really are. It ain't the pork that make you unclean. The fact that you wanted the pork, you was unclean already. You was unclean before you ate it. You was unclean. David was unclean before he slept with Bathsheba because he lusted over her when she was taking the bath. It had already happened. Before the action was the possession of the spirit. So why, when you hear about certain people having these issues, their problem ain't just started there. Their problem did not just start right there. They been had a problem. They been had one. That's why I hear about certain people doing certain stuff. It don't surprise me because 9 times out of 10, I be to realize something that it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? I can't hold it against you, but I see this now. I see that you talk like this. I see that you know, behave like this in this scenario. It's okay, you know what I'm saying? All right, it is what it is. But then you get on down the road and then you hear about some controversy concerning this person. And it's like, that's why you in that. You in that because you been off. You been wrong and it never got fixed. It never got addressed. And the people you over, the people you deal with, none of them addressed it. None of them said nothing. And it went on and now it then blew up. Now it then blew up. And that be the issue, man. That be the issue, is that we can't just read this book and say we believe in this book and not manifest what we reading. We got to manifest what we reading, man. It's people that you know, I hear these brothers on these little groups and Clubhouse and everything, man, or even just in general, Facebook, Live, Instagram, whatever. I see people being scholarly with the scriptures, but they not manifesting it because when they expounding, they might be rude to the next person and cut them off, interrupting the man in the midst of his speech, what the scriptures say don't do. You know, they're not being considerate of them and letting them finish their thought like the scriptures say to do. This kind of stuff, man. And I would, you know, encourage people, admonish people to really desire to live what you read. To really live what you read, man, because if you don't live what you reading, you wasting your time. You may as well laugh now and cry later because that's pretty much what's gonna happen anyway. You gonna cry later. May as well laugh now because if you're not manifesting it, you not doing. You not the faith without works is dead. I said it's hypocrisy because when you professing your faith, man, I believe, I'm this, I'm that. But then when it come time to like to walk that out, as far as like you have an opportunity to show, you have the opportunity to show kindness, to show forgiveness, to show a firmness, or to show whatever the scripture would implore you to do and you don't, it makes you a hypocrite. This makes you a hypocrite. And we really got to start thinking it like that, man. There's so many people happy to know stuff that other people don't know. Well, how about you do stuff that other people don't do righteously? Let's try that. Let me say that again. People so happy to know stuff that people don't know. Well, how about instead of esteeming that, glorifying that, how about you do stuff that people don't do righteously? Because I'm telling you, you really playing a part in white supremacy. Listen, your oppressors don't care about you knowing the Bible. They don't give a damn about you knowing the Bible. That's why they give it to you. I've been to juvenile. They gave me a Bible. I went to the county jail. They gave me a Bible. I went to prison. They gave me a Bible. You know why? Because I wouldn't live in it. That's why they got them there for you. They gonna have the real problem when you live it. When you read about the giving alms, about the caring for elders, about the helping of the orphan and the widow, and you do it. Who? Then they gonna have a problem. Then they gonna have a problem. Then they gonna create laws. You get everybody together and start feeding the homeless, they gonna make a law. You can't feed the homeless no more. You get everybody together and start getting married and getting homes in order, they gonna say, you got to get a license to get married. You got to get approved by us before you can get married. That's when they got a problem. They ain't got no problem with us reading Bibles and having Shabbats and all this. So they don't care about that, because that's nothing in and of itself if it don't produce nothing. They don't care about you not eating pork. They got lamb for you. They don't care about you not eating catfish. They got the ships that go out there and catch the whitening and the salmon. They don't, what they care? They care about you getting the ships to go get the salmon and the whitening and everything else that's lawful to eat. When you stop being dependent upon them, that's what they care about. And it ain't happening, so they don't care. And you think it's fine because you know some stuff. I just think we ought to do better, man. I just want to implore people. I want to cause my people to consider that and say, damn, I just, you know what I'm saying? Like, am I playing a role in this? Am I not manifesting what I read? Am I not truly coming out of the beast system by trying to become separate of it, trying not to be dependent upon it? And we're gonna have to do it, and we're gonna have to do it together. We can't do it by ourselves. Can't do it by ourselves. We can to a certain extent, but what good is it to save thyself? What if Noah would have been the only person saved? Who he gonna make babies with? How he gonna repopulate the earth? It's just him. It's not good for man to be alone. I wasn't just talking about having a woman. It's talking about having fellowship, having unity. But anyway, I just want to drop that on y'all, man. I hope you consider it. I hope, you take it with you. Share it. Please share it. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hit my inbox, Brandon Lewis, on Facebook. And, just consider, man, and do better. All praise to the Most High. Thanks to St. Yusha Mashiach. 12 tribes, one nation. Told I Rabbi, but yeah.